So you count as major representation in my brand, and it's like anytime I can use you, I'm so grateful
Thank you.
to have you.
Thank you,
And that's
friend.
why it made me so happy when you asked me to come and model for you.
Yeah.
I was like,
come on through in our
Little
little
old me?
sidewalk. Yeah, friend.
I'm not a model.
Oh, honey, yes, you are. Model citizen, baby.
Well, you made
to
me
this
feel-
community.
And thank you. Thank you for
For
that,
real.
because it's like I got to meet other artists. They're doing the same thing.
Right.
And you were just kind of stirring the pot a
That's
little
what
bit.
I like to. And I want to see a lot more collaboration. I want to see compersion over comparison is where I'm at right now. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're ready, sorry.
Okay.
Wow, we lived.
We're like, for myself, I didn't realize like how fashionable we really are sometimes. I think I'm just like getting up and dressing myself and existing, and people could think that that's fashion. For us, it's just like, or maybe for myself, it's like more of how I'm identifying with myself for the day, how I'm going to co-regulate my nervous system in a comfort of wear. And as a queer person that didn't understand that I could be loud in my representation, and just doing that now, it's like...
I think we forget that we have a choice in these
Yeah.
things too. We wake up and we get to decide how we want to present ourselves. Whether it is we're conforming to what people want, or we're stepping outside of that and we're making a statement. So you're sort of free once you realize you've got a choice in it. Use your free will. Are we putting on the dress shirt? That's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But how are we going to challenge the system, and how are we going to make people understand that they have a choice too? Seeing me wearing something different empowers people to realize they can do the same.
Back to the representation that we were talking about, is I didn't know, how can you believe it if you're not seeing it, like you just said? And because I didn't have that as a young person, you know, there was just like no other option. It was just like, that's what I was told and this is what it looked like. And now to be in this like representation, it's like more doing it for myself. Like I'm giving myself the little fashion walk, the little ability to style myself.
The
you know, the younger
satisfaction of expressing yourself.
Exactly.
Which we all deserve that.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I love when you dress me, friend, because the POV in which you see my energy, the POV in which you like how you see my expression, gives me more agency to express fully in my expression.
Amazing. So we got to do this a little bit as designer and model, but don't you think there's something important about collaborating with your models, making sure that they feel well represented?
Absolutely. I think too, coming from the model side first, like I'm just discovering all this about myself in the last like 3 years. So coming into the modeling realm, I think that because of, I don't know, sometimes the aesthetic that I am, which like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like there isn't privilege within the white passing and just with what I am, but I am an autistic person. I am a queer being. Pronouns are address me with kindness, and we'll learn from there. And I think I inherently, unfortunately, was just putting myself in the box continually, you know, and coming into community and being surrounded by this representation, giving me that agency again to fully exist as myself, not just cosplay a version, was just so important in how you saw me. And so being a model in that realm, I feel like I got to kind of like, I wasn't going in it for like the money or anything. It was an expression and a healing. So I've experienced a different realm of modeling to now being on the other end of like designer, which is like so hard for me to admit. Mark's always like, you're a designer. But thank you. I really have been stepping into that. See,
Are you designing? Is this your first runway show?
it is.
I'm very proud of you.
I'm gonna bite you.
I can't wait to see what you're gonna make. I'm really
Moves.
excited.
There's gonna be a lot of movement because we got to stem. We've got to be in our somatic healing and co-regulating as community. So there's gonna be movement
here, right?
Yes, it's my first runway show. I actually, really amazing things were set into motion for this to be the outcome. I had said no to a few things that were presenting themselves as opportunity, and I got approached by you all as myself being the opportunity, again, giving me agency to myself, and that full alignment and full circle sitting in this chair right now. I'm so glad this was my first fashion show. I'm gonna cry.
It's gonna be awesome.
We're doing
I
it.
can't wait to see what you make.
I don't even know what I'm gonna make. That's the
But
point.
we're making new content, right?
Exactly.
We're not
Well,
pulling something
I
off
think
the shelf.
I'm kind of that person that I can't, like you were just saying about model collaboration, is I've seen some folks that sparked something in me. And my brand is a lot more about like the agency of how people inspire me versus acting like a culture vulture, like, oh, my ideas are so brilliant and they just came out of thin air. I saw something that inspired me, and I want to give honor to that culture. I want to give honor to that space that inspired me. And so when I see somebody that ignites something like, ooh, I could do this design, you know what I mean? Then I'm like, I can make like 5 things in one night simply from that inspiration. But I'm not holding myself to like this, to even like where I've limited myself, because we're going to collaborate. Because I first started out when I was making garments, it was like I wanted to give people in the community that were inspiring me, I wanted to give them back a garment that inspired me, you know? So like, if somebody was like, these are my favorite colors and I love your fit, and I would remember they like this kind of thing, I would make that for them. And I just really enjoyed the process of watching someone, like you're giving them permission to embrace that a little bit more. And so you watch them put it on and they're just like, oh my God, you know, and they're just in that essence. And yeah, that's just really kind of that comfort piece for me, I guess.